So it's a Sunday at Shelter Island Boatyard, and as you can see, there is nobody around. It's a nice quiet day. It's a perfect day to put rigs together because there's no one jostling you around, maybe bumping into the rig with a travel lift or a forklift, something like that. So it's a good day for doing that. Our technician Johnny has the radar mounted and some of the stuff on the masthead, which I'll show you. We don't put the spreaders on until right at the end. Camera around, you can see we have all the wires run, VHF cable, radar cable, power for the lights, anchor light, steaming light, etc. There are also spreader lights on this mast, so everything's coiled up nicely, shrink wrapped on the mast so it doesn't fall down. The furling line for the mainsail is tied up so it doesn't sit in the dirt. And nice Sparcraft rig this, they do a great job. So radar mount, you can see here, nice and shiny. We always do a stainless steel radar mount. You can basically hang on this so the jib doesn't knock it off accidentally. And as you can see, Johnny, our technician, does an incredible job. Plumber's tape underneath the stainless steel feet with silicone behind it, and silicone on the threads of all the fasteners to stop dissimilar metal corrosion, and then UV and strain protection on everything, chafe protection, strain protection going in there. So really good job. There's a lot of shaking and vibration in the middle of the mast like that, so we do everything we can to mitigate the metal fatigue inside the copper wires and stuff like that. So hence the big service loop, so that you could take this off to service it and have enough wire, and then protection from the elements and from the vibration, especially where it goes through the mast right here. There can be chafe and abrasion on those cables going through the mast. Later on I will be polishing this with a metal polish and then an insulator wax. This is stainless steel, but when you put salt on it, it is stainless. So even the best stainless steel will rust. It has iron in it, and so it will rust if you leave salt on it. So we give it the best chance by cleaning it and giving it a good coat of wax so that it lasts a long time for the owner and doesn't look unsightly with corrosion on it. We will be cleaning all these little rub marks and blemishes on the mast off. Go up to the mast here, you can see the doubler where the cap shroud goes. TV antenna, digital TV antenna, and again you can see the care and attention that is paid. Plumbing tape under that stainless steel mount with silicone behind it. Make sure there's no dissimilar metal corrosion. Same thing, look at the attention to detail on this. Silicone there, and UV protection and chafe protection on all the wires here for the wind instrument, anchor light, and this is the VHF antenna cable. So really nice job. Windex mount here, and it'll be ready once we wax it and polish it. I'll do another video on that, cleaning this rig up. So anyway, more about that later. So I just finished cleaning the mast with this Colonites metal wax here, and I found it really good for just removing any corrosion or scuffs and scrapes, debris, that kind of thing from shipping, any water stains or anything like that. Just get a nice clean base, and then finish it with this insulator wax. I found this to be a really good product. It creates it's designed for high voltage insulators, and so it creates a hard shell that repels dust and dirt and pollution from the air and salt spray, that kind of thing. It also has an anti-static property, so it stops static building up and attracting dirt and pollution. So it repels dirt and salt and stuff. So really good finish that creates a hard shell that really seems to last a long time. I'm not sponsored by these guys. I just found them to be really good, and I've been thinking of trying some of the ceramic coatings. Leave a comment down below if you've found something better than these, and the ceramic coatings might do really well as well. I just like this because it's very kind of oily, although it dries hard. I think it leaves a coating on the porous, metal. These metal finishes, when they're new, they're a little bit porous until they've been polished and cleaned a little bit to fill the pores. So I find I like this. It leaves a really nice waxy slick finish. So now that I've finished with the mast, this is really nice and slick and smooth now, and the goal is just for the customer so that you start off with a nice good base and it resists corrosion for the life of the mast, or at least the first few years, that you help prevent corrosion on all these fittings. So lube the shivs on the masthead, that kind of thing, and the ones down here, lubricate those with a good lubricant, and yeah, should give the customer years and years of service. Today we're stepping the mast on this boat, so everything's ready to go. I apologize for the audio quality. I had a air tool running right beside me, just part of the occupational hazard of filming in a boatyard. So it's mast stepping day on the Beneteau Oceanis Yacht 54. Rig's all ready to go in, and got the furler and extrusions all put together. Turnbuckles are all padded, ready to go. Furler extrusions all assembled. All the lines are all hung up out of the dirt. Padding and chafe protection on the spreaders. This boat has uplighters and downlighter spreader lights, and stainless radar mount, all waxed and polished, as is the whole rig. All the pins on the spreader ends, turnbuckles, threads, all lana coated with corrosion protection to stop galling and corrosion. So she's all ready to go, and I'll shoot a video of this mast being stepped, adding the last touches.